Hello and welcome to this episode of Inspiring Talks. Today we're going to talk to Lucie Field about her journey and how she come about to start her company. Welcome, Lucie.
Hi there. Hi, Michaela. Thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be here and to share about my business and how I got there, and hopefully it will inspire others to do the same.
Thank you. And tell us, what is your business? What do you do?
Well, I'm actually a functional medicine health coach, and my actual specific niche is helping women who want to manage menopause naturally without medication, or who want to do the natural part of menopause as well, before they sort of go on to hormone replacement therapy as well. So I coach them through the functional medicine model of really balancing their hormones so they have a lot fewer symptoms, because there's a lot about modern day life that is wreaking havoc on women's health and hormones, and it's been going on for a long time. So I help them with that.
So do you have a specific program, and how long is the program?
Yes, well, I have a couple. I have a group coaching program, which is 3 months long, every fortnight, and we meet in a group. And that's sort of live coaching. And there's also some private one-to-one coaching as well, because functional medicine is very much about personalizing people's wellness plans to them, because everybody is unique and everybody experiences things, the world, differently, and they also have different genes as well, so that's all taken into account. So it's a sort of hybrid model. And I'm also just in the process now of creating another hybrid model where it's just one-to-one coaching sessions, and the modules are pre-recorded. So for every pre-recorded module, I will then come in and we will have a private one-to-one coaching session with them. And then it's more available to them to do in their own time, to fit in with their busy lifestyle.
So you do all the sessions online, or is something physical?
I am 100% online. I'm 100%. In fact, when I became qualified as a health coach, we learn online, because the Institute of Functional Medicine and the Coaching Academy, which is the best coaching academy in the world, I'm pleased to say, they're in America. So I learned to coach online, and it's great because I personally don't see any difference working online. You still connect deeply to people online. So, and I also live in New York, a very small island, and I want to reach out to the world, you know, and help women all over the world with this.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a new media, you know, when you work online, but you can reach so many more people. So it's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your background, how you come to this point to starting a business.
Well, do you know, when I look back, my business actually started, or the business idea started when I was about 25. I'm 50 next year. And I was working in London. It was my first career. I was an interior architect, interior designer. I was doing what I thought I had to do, have a career. And at that age, I didn't know what I wanted to do. It's my art teacher had said, you know, you're very talented with art, so you should become a designer. So I just followed that blindly, but I was never happy with it. But during that time in London, I just had terrible, terrible skin. And I tried all these products. I had a really clean face, a really clean skin, but my complexion was not clear. And one Saturday I was good, and it was actually awful at that age, because it's an age where you do want to feel beautiful, you are trying to attract a mate, it's our natural instinct, isn't it? And I mean, even my mother said how spotty my skin was, I know. So it was, I couldn't even look at the mirror. I couldn't look at people in the face. It was awful. So I rushed down to Selfridges in London, a department store. I was looking through all the cosmetic counters, looking for some magic cream, thinking everybody else knows something, but I don't. And I realised I'd tried virtually every product in there. I'd spent hundreds, I'd invested hundreds in my skin, but nothing had worked. And I struck up a conversation with one of the sales assistants, and she said, and I told her nothing's working, and she said, she changed my life actually, this woman, go and see a functional medicine doctor. And so I did. I found one online, and I had no idea what I was letting myself in for. And then he put me on this program where I changed my food, my lifestyle, so many things he did with me. And it opened up this world. And within 3 months, I had the clearest skin in London. I had everything I dreamed of, and I had the most incredible energy. And I was bounding into work, and my colleagues were bleary-eyed and, grabbing the caffeine to get through the day, and I was sort of bright and bushy-tailed. And that's really when it started, because I learned about the power of what we put in our body is what we get out. It all starts on the inside, really. Mm. And fast forward 25 years or 20 years, I then started to study it, because I just found such a passion in it, and it changed my life. I've seen it change other people's lives, and it's inbuilt into my life now, this functional medicine lifestyle, and I'm just very knowledgeable about it. So I want to share that with women.
Is it the thought of sharing that made you start your own company? Because you could have had an employment and do the same.
Yes, I am. The one thing I have worked out through my journey in life is I work a lot better if I'm my own boss. I do not work well under other people. Yeah, I just don't. It's my makeup. I need to be making the decisions, I need to be calling the shots. I need to be making the mistakes, and they're my mistakes, I need to be in charge. I just couldn't go and work for a company. I couldn't go and work for somebody again.
Yeah. But would you say it's about controlling things, or do you just want to handle everything your own?
I think it's about freedom. If you've got to build your business, or there's a lot you have to take into account when you build your business. One of them is what your values are, and you have to, because your values are what you live by, and if you're living by your values, you will always be happy. And my greatest value is freedom. So I have freedom to choose what I do.
I totally agree with you. That's my main focus, why I started a company. It's freedom. Yeah. And especially when you can be online, you have more freedom then.
That's absolutely, yeah. We're now hearing, how many people are turning into digital nomads.
Absolutely.
Which is great.
Yeah. So what would you say to people thinking about starting their own business? Maybe they don't know exactly what the business idea would be, but what would you say when you're trying to figure this out?
Yeah, interesting, because I didn't realize I would go into menopause. Um, you know, and the reason I went into menopause is that when I'm at that age where I'm now experiencing it, so I can offer my own experiences and solutions with my functional medicine knowledge, but also that if you think about selling yourself, if you've been through something yourself, it is it gives you credibility in an online space. Basically, you can say, I've been there and I've overcome it. You can show your transformation. And that's one of the business models I think that we have to do when we're working online. We have to show our transformation. It's all, a lot of what we do is transformation.
Yeah.
And then I hope to bring those the women of my age bracket, then move them into healthy aging. So we travel the next decade or two together. So that's my sort of business plan as such.
Yeah. And also when you have a target group like your women, and as you say, you follow them through the years, you find different niches on the way. So maybe you don't have to figure out everything from the beginning, but sort of the area where you want to work with them.
Yes, I would say that's very true. Yes, you're right. You don't have to have you can be fluid about it. Yeah. I think that's a very good point. You don't have to be quite so rigid. Yeah.
So if you're thinking about starting a business, but you don't really dare to take the leap, take the step into something that is so unknown to you. I know that when I started a company, I didn't know anyone being a business owner. Everybody in my circle, they had an employment. So if you should take the step, um, what would you say to encourage the women or the men listening to this?
I would say believe in yourself. And there's somebody out there right now who wants what you offer. It's a matter of, really finding out where they hang out. Where can you go and meet them? And it's all about conversations and connections. And you can start off still in your same job, but you can just start putting the feelers out there and talking to people and tell them what you're doing and stuff, and make connections. And through that, you'll start understanding about what they want as well. And then you'll be able to come up with how you can sell something to them, because you have what they want. It's not about what they need. They won't buy what they need necessarily. It's about what they want, and what they need can come in once you've sold your product to them, of course, because you have to get them that result. So yeah, I would say, really believe in yourself. There's somebody out there who wants what you've got, and keep iterating what you have and make it better and better and better and better.
Yeah, I totally agree. And also, it can be other things that is sort of scary, like the online world. Oh, should I be online? I don't know how to do it. And you talk about sessions pre-recorded, and it's more automated if you want to, of course. So you can still have your own employment in the start if you like. And you can start small and see how it goes, and then you can scale up. So it doesn't have to be scary. And of course, you can outsource things, you know, you don't have to do everything by yourself.
Yes. No, that's right. You don't. No, that's right. And you know, it's the online space is very crowded and it does take time. And you have to learn the skills. There are very specific skills that you have to know about. So, you know, there is a lot to learn to get yourself online, I would say.
Mm. How long have you had your business now?
It's my third year now. My third year.
Your third year. So when you started, if you think about the starting point and now, could you have seen the way, or is it as you turn, you bump into other people and you sort of follow the road, or did you know where you were going 3 years ago?
No, I had no idea. In fact, I started working with a doctor. In fact, the UK doctor who fixed my skin, because he was the one who suggested I became a health coach. Yeah, just goes to show, yeah, which is great, isn't it? And I actually started to work with him, and that was with cognitive decline. And but again, I didn't quite have that freedom. I mean, it was amazing working with him, but I just didn't quite have that freedom. And I just found myself again after 6 months of just going downhill again. My mood was just going down. So then it was, but I'd got some very good experience, you know, built up some great experience, coaching experience, but I realized a few things. I realized I really enjoyed working with women. Because functional medicine, it's not just physical health, it's emotional health and mental health and spiritual health. We work with the whole body, and women are very open to emotional work and spiritual work. And, you know, I just find, sorry to stereotype here, but I just find women are generally a lot more open to that whole body experience, and you can have these amazing deep conversations with them. So that was the first step. I knew it was women, and then I thought about what my passions are, and it's really, at the end of the day, what functional medicine is really about is preventing ill health, preventing chronic disease, and helping people age. So they don't get these diseases later in life, because we have a lot of the science that we can stop a lot of these illnesses that are occurring right now if we just do the right things. So that's when I came up with the healthy aging. And then I told you about how I got into menopause. So it's a sort of step-by-step process, really.
Yeah, totally agree. Thank you so much for talking to us, and I wish you all the support and the success in the future, and good luck with your new sessions, pre-recorded sessions. So thank you so much. We will put up the link to your website, and you can find Lucie's contacts there.
Lovely. Thank you, Michaela. It's lovely speaking to you.
Thank you. Bye.